On this episode of AMA Air, take a look back at AMA Expo West.
And meet the man who is behind the camera for our Express coverage.
Plus, learn how you can help preserve the history of model aviation. All that and more on this edition of AMA Air. Hello and welcome to AMA Air, your source for modeling news. I'm Chris Savage.
And I'm Erin Dobbs. The Arizona Model Aviators will host the Arizona Electric Festival 2018 in Mesa, Arizona, February 9th through the 11th. There will be a night fly, a noon air show, food, and hobby vendors.
The Isaacson Winter Classic Kiwi World Cup will be held February 10th. This event, considered to be the largest non-NATS free flight contest in the U.S., kicks off with Fabulous February, a week of free flight in Lost Hills, California.
And that Fabulous February week of free flight will end with the Bob White Max Men International February 15th through the 19th in, of course, Lost Hills, California.
The Charlotte Sport Modeler Society will be holding Fantastic Fun Fly Day 2018 on February 4th in Arcadia, Florida. There will be fun fly events, a Flying Oddities contest, a drone racing contest, and a swap meet.
Also, the Aero Radio Club of Syracuse will be holding a model aircraft forum and indoor fun fly on February 3rd in Syracuse, New York. Along with indoor electric microflying, the event will feature a separate space for static displays, a swap shop, information sessions, vendors, and food.
Finally, the Utahville Flyers will be hosting a giant scale fly-in February 9th and 10th in Utahville, South Carolina. Giant scale is 80-inch monoplane, 60-inch biplane, or 140-inch combined length and width for turbines. For more information on these events or to find one in your area, you can check out the sanctioned event calendar in Model Aviation or at modelaircraft.org.
So it sounds like we've got some fun stuff coming up in February.
It does sound that way, and I would like to personally extend a thank you to the clubs with the wonderful alliteration and all of their event names that makes for an interesting read of the show sometimes.
That's very true. Coming up, we'll tell you about a couple of contests you can get involved in.
Do you have a story you think we should have on AMA Air? Then visit air.modelaircraft.org and tell us about it by sending us an airmail. And if you're not already a member of the AMA, be sure to visit modelaircraft.org and sign up today.
You may have heard of the AMA Alpha, a hand-launched rubber-powered airplane designed to teach and demonstrate the principles of aerodynamics. Now, youth AMA members can participate in a postal contest using the Alpha. For more information, visit amaflightschool.org/alpha.
AMA has partnered to support GoFly, a Boeing-sponsored incentive competition that encourages innovators to create a safe and easy-to-use personal flying device. The competition lasts for 2 years and consists of 3 phases. Teams are asked to design and build a safe, quiet, ultra-compact, near VTOL personal flying device capable of flying 20 miles while carrying a single person. There are 3 prize levels based on the different phases. More information can be found at goflyprize.com.
Recently, the National Model Aviation Museum has added quite a few items to the collection. These pieces include engines, a T-2A RC pattern airplane, Don Lowe's Phoenix 5, Jason Kegel's trophies, and more. You can find out more about these items and keep up with the museum's new acquisitions at the National Model Aviation Museum blog at amablog.modelaircraft.org.
We had another great year at AMA Expo West, and with AMA Expo West Express, we talked to new people, saw quite a few of the attractions, and even shared an announcement from AMA. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to AMA Expo Express, sponsored by Motion RC. With our live focus coverage of AMA Expo West 2018, we brought the show floor right to you. We talked to several vendors and exhibitors for how-to tips, technical information, and new products. The show floor was packed each day with attendees anxious to see all the sights, including some make-and-take areas, a Warbirds West exhibit, the flying cage, and even more. But while you may just think of model airplanes, AMA Expo West also included other types of RC.
What we really enjoyed as we came here thinking, hey, we'd see some model airplanes. Well, there's so much more than that. I mean, there's boats, there's cars, there's rockets, there's things for kids. My 10-year-old daughter got to build her first Estes model rocket, which she really enjoyed. She got to practice driving some of the RC cars. So we've thoroughly enjoyed it. Way exceeded our expectations, way more to do for young and old like me.
We also made a very important announcement.
But don't worry, we're going to be back before you know it. November 2nd through the 4th, 2018 at the Fairplex in Pomona, California. So join us again for AMA Expo West 2018.
And some attendees are already looking forward to it.
Well, I actually love that plan. I think it's a very good location out there in Pomona. A lot of space, a lot more outdoor flying room for all of you guys to kind of demo the aircraft. It's closer to where I live, and it's just off the freeway, so it should be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be very good, and what luck to have 2 in 1 year. I'm going to have to start saving my money up right now.
All of our AMA Expo Express coverage can be found at modelaviation.com/expo-express.
If you missed AMA Expo West, AMA Expo East is coming up February 23rd through the 25th in Secaucus, New Jersey. And remember to watch amaexpo.com for more information on the next AMA Expo West.
Coming up, meet the staff member who is behind the camera at AMA Expo West.
Want more news and stories from the AMA and Model Aviation magazine? Subscribe to the new Media Minute newsletter. You'll get a quick look at some of the stories you might have missed from Model Aviation right in your inbox. And for the drone and helicopter enthusiasts, the new Rotor Report is just for you. You'll find stories, tips and tricks, product reviews, and more from the world of helicopters and drones that will get your props spinning. Find these newsletters and others at www.modelaircraft.org/publications.
Dylan Carpenter does a great job producing video here at AMA, but his love for video production goes beyond his job here.
My name is Dylan Carpenter. I am the digital media production specialist. I will be in charge of producing most of the video and multimedia content for the AMA. I started this position the beginning of December, so I've been in the position for about a month or 2 now. Apart from flying drones, I also do like freelance video production. That's kind of the thing, is it's more of a creative project, so there's a lot, there's a different side of the brain that you're using when you're making those kind of things. We work on a 48-hour film project every year that basically is what it sounds like. You have 48 hours to write, edit, produce, shoot, etc., and turn it in at the end of the weekend. And the genres are all drawn out of a hat. And somehow every year we've come up with, I think 3 out of the last 4 years were sci-fi or something close to that. And then we had a superhero, which is pretty much sci-fi. Lighting is what I've been doing. I've been working as a gaffer or, in the lighting department on most of them. DP says, I want it to look this way, and then I use the lights to achieve that look. So that's kind of the creative outlet and that sort of thing. The audio department is something that I kind of have a love-hate relationship with. A lot of times it's a 2-man show that I'm working on. I will also have to run audio. So that requires sitting there like this, until the take's over and getting your arms tired. I've had friends who got out of college or high school or whatever and went immediately to LA and failed or otherwise, didn't do very good. But and now that I work at the AMA, I kind of have, the best of both worlds. It's a desk job and I get to produce content, and then I can kind of, after work, go out and produce more creative storytelling projects as well. So I've got a pretty good setup, I think, where I'm at now.
Well, Dylan's definitely got a ton of great experience, and I love seeing some of the things that he's working on after hours, in addition to the awesome work that he's doing here for us.
Well, yeah, I also like it when I, leave the site in the evening in the summer and he's out flying FPV. So I know he's dedicated.
Absolutely. Well, coming up, you can help preserve the history of model aviation.
Every journey starts somewhere. Our journey begins with imagination. And imagination can take us anywhere. Because the best journeys end with new beginnings.
The National Model Aviation Museum Patron Program is a vital part of the museum's continued efforts to preserve model aviation history. Each year, the museum continues to grow the number of artifacts in the collection and on display, accepting 200 artifacts just last year. The staff works to collect history of our clubs, members, and model aviation companies. They do all of this in addition to other work in education and outreach, but all of this work wouldn't be possible without museum patron donations. Visit modelaircraft.org for more information on becoming a museum patron.
That's all for this episode of AMA Air. You can stay connected with us by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For even more videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And from all of us here at AMA, thank you for watching.
We'll see you next time, but for now, it's time to get flying.